the president, former President Akufo-Addo, I understand or support Agyapong this election. Is that true?
I should believe so, because he has no reason to support Bawumia, because he said that he even advised Bawumia to step down. He called one of his strong guys, which the person told me personally. Yes, it will be the kind. Call landing meeting of friends because support to Kenya. He did a mistake. I say he underestimated the influence of religion in our politics.
And Addo said that, say, or underestimated the influence of religion
in our politics.
Our politics.
Yes.
He
has realized it was a big mistake. So I'm for now, and remember, by tradition, here too, parliamentary and here too, presidential primaries. But just to whip everybody along with them, Chinese, the MPs, ever share tour. I'm so on my bed campaign, Canada, Japan, it will be about a contest. So they ship all of them along and got them to campaign for Bawumia, and did everything possible. So Bawumia eventually lost. And look at how Ken performed, 37%.
Can Agyapong what is saying?
No, you're pa.
If you now know Joada Eba be seen the Agyapong team, no, are you still focused?
Very focused.
Now, why is Kennedy lying against Bawumia?
Liar one, no, he's not lying against Bawumia. I was trying to find a word that we use in campaign. I don't concern. Yes. Ken has never lied against Bawumia. He has been very factual. As a matter of fact, runs are apart from Canada, Japan, and probably Brian, we will be discussing issues. We have been monitoring the sort of things they say when they meet the delegates. Whilst Canada, Japan, I catch them some to my men, I'm a bar. I do have a friend of Kube. Made me a boagana made a year products, very or no crap products, not each day. But dear, if you check with piano, a bit me that fabric. A bro to me and Yema P. Ufa Banchia. It didn't feature ya. Ethanol, starch, whatever. Or no all come. It's a delegate. Won't to mammy, let me lady partner bar. And your part in Kuala Mesho. Meshe, Ghana for so. I'm a Juma, Obia and your Jumaye. Kennedy can't answer me. Obinsunam. Onosun Samsa Conconsa 1, Conconsa 2, Conconsa 3, Conconsa 4, Conconsa 5.
Smart Gang update.
And I believe that the issue of leading the party is not about Conconsa, it's about what can you do for the party and what can you do for Ghana. Ken, who is a party now? He will tell you about how was your boy party. And she share all my delegates when he becomes president. And he says this on the backdrop of the year delegates since 92. Especially the past 8 years with Bawumia in charge. From the year delegates. They didn't even consider them at all. 8 years from Abba. Abrams got some to mom. And this is what we tell the people. Say, look for a leader who have your interest at heart. Send your Oba. Okay, I say, Nana to be the president, you say, Papa, you're not in charge of national identification. Jasuni, Papa. I say, Nana to say, on fire MP before. No for Ghana for whatever. That was the tone when we voted. We were in power for 8 years. And to members of the party who were even considered a national identification authority, do you know that they were there on contract? You lose your Agyapong in everywhere. And so Ken is saying that was a mistake. It was an error.
Some of them were there on contract.
On contract.
Okay.
Most of them.
Mm.
And after the exit of MPP, they are also going home. So, but if they were employed permanently, probably for the rest of their lives. Until we think that it was an error or show boss or bar or non eminence there, sadly intimacy. We'll be making sure say they are catered for out of the national cake. Because Omo are playing important role in making sure the party comes to power. And once they are Ghanaians, Omo are entitled. The issues of having supported the party, we have spoken about it. And so we have given people documents. Omo feeling, say you participated in the elections. So that a bar, because in charge of the ministry, make sure you fix all of them. And it's possible. And that's what we are telling the delegates, whipping their interest in voting for Agyapong, so that at the end of the day, and interestingly, some of the players in that role are still asking for power. Telling the delegates, this time they are
update.
None of the candidates I know, the 5 no, and are now all full control in governance.
But some had control more than the others. Is that not correct? I struggle to accept that. The reason is very simple. Number one, policy being as our government in the year, a positive, one of the candidates in gas on the year. Which of the policies? Everything positive was about that man. Yet he ran away from the failures. Is that possible? If you are not in control, how are you able to initiate all those policies? Who can digitalization of Ajansa? Who can face it no Ajansa? The other KBI agenda 1 no Ajansa. So if you were that much in charge, why not taking responsibility? And it is not correct. Okay, say, I'm now me as thank you to Omuskimu story be say it was the outgone president who caused the defeat because to petrol woman who say okay. When they did and it backfired, they withdrew quickly. That message was dropped because it implied ingratitude. To be hey papa or your ungrateful papa or to baby will be before your running mate as someone vice president. After that, someone catch you. Why not withdraw it? So to me, he can take the positive and take the negatives. Otherwise, he should not take anything at all. Positive. So on your president. Other part in your was on a was he in charge? You know, if he was not in charge, then he was in charge. Digitalization, there was a minister in charge. And so why do you take credit for a success in that ministry? Yes. What does it? But we all agree, sir. He was giving some. In fact, and he has said this, as a vice president, he's the most privileged. I'm quoting him because his president has given him the opportunity to initiate several and perform several roles, unlike the past vice presidents, or not the kind. And indeed, he tried his best, but his best was not enough.
Isn't it a normal thing in Ghana, in our politics, 8 years, and yet they are no Ghana for best. So, were you a victim of that circumstance?
Not correct. It is never correct. The concept of 8 years, and yes, I have even wondered why it's always so. Because it will be about Fufra, your mama by in the first year. It happened with Akufo-Addo. It happened with Akufo.
Yeah.
So, and for some strange reasons, anytime there's a second term, things become difficult. Whether by nature or say develop world in a dada or pushing and you get yourself in trouble. But me just said that government will perform exceptionally good. Those things will change. In the case of the last election, for instance, look at policies MPP government in Dubai. One monumental policy was free SHS, assuming that the economy was right. And then Kayaka said, Mudi Utuma and this Yombi free SHS. they would have voted for MPP. But things were so difficult, frustrating, that everybody was mad at the government. So on the team, look at how NDC has intervened and reduced the dollar. You may call it artificial, but it hasn't it reduced.
Sure.
So why didn't MPP devise some of those strategies during the last year of the government if they were focused in winning the elections?
Specifically, can you blame the former vice president?
Yes, why not?
So, or a part of the defeat?
Oh, he's everything of the defeat, not part. His
Bawumia is everything of the NPP's defeat.
Everything.
Why?
His candidature was problematic, and there's no area or cause of defeat that he cannot be found. I can start telling you this. Let's look at the economic factor. Ghana here didn't know. People saw Bawumia as an economic wizard. In fact, he was introduced to Ghanaians by Addo as one who's an economic wizard who has come to fix the economy. And in early stages of his vice presidency, he said that we arrested dollar in the Kiyama IGP. And this raised the hopes of Ghanaians, especially in respect of the dollar. And so people monitored the dollar and gave credit to Bawumia anytime it improved. And started saying, everybody's attention. You cannot tell me, you cannot pinpoint Bawumia necessary. But everybody said the one who said he had arrested the dollar should go back and arrest the dollar. And the agent said, everybody was blaming Bawumia. And see, for the dollar to rise from 4 to 17, everybody said it is Bawumia's in action.
But you, as a prominent figure of the party, do you also believe in what everybody says?
I'm not everybody, because I have only one vote. I am talking about our defeat. The perception out there caused our defeat.
And that is the perception.
Yes, the perception of a vote. I aura and some of kind. Then your perception. A buyer some watching for. Haven't you seen that they are withdrawing? Meaning a perception. You win or lose based on perception. And therefore, I believe sincerely, sir, if you come to economic factors, Bawumia was in there, head of economic management team, vice president, then the economy failed. Lectures or mine, where was he when the economy was failing? You get the point. So that is one aspect. Number two, go to the north. Mamprusi Kusasi conflict. As a matter of fact, he was directly accused of imposing a chief. He denied it, but they insisted. So another perception. So every Kusasi Gonja never voted for MPP, and we lost 1 million votes as a result. That is still there. Go to religion. The Muslims. Montu Abanam got 4 votes, the Muslim Islamic communities. We voted for him with that hope. When the Muslims said that he's not a true Muslim, we will not vote for him. They voted massively. The data is there. How many Zongos did they win? 1. And then you come to the Christian community, their story is also different. We will not vote for Bawumia for obvious reasons. And they are still saying it today. Look, Bawumia happens to be the first vice president who has been used by MPP to contest, because he was the one who succeeded. You see, at the point that we had become unpopular and lost an election, if you send your vice president, the same face, you represent the same face, that also causes defeat. And so I'm saying that there's no reason for our defeat that Bawumia cannot be mentioned. For every bit of the cause of our defeat, he's present. And so his personality and the choice. The last one is how he was elected.
How was he elected?
The system skewed the conduct in his favor. We protested. So you remember Lancash, how he left the party. Why? Because he said that Omu chinchimom sa at the Abanama Bawumia. And we also it. You remember the showdown utterance? Agents were being assaulted, broad daylight, for trying to say Abanamu. And so people said, okay, more you know, more you know, and according to Bawumia, we lost 2 million votes from party people as a result. And you cannot take Bawumia away from our defeat. He's all the cause of our defeat. Everything is Bawumia. And that is why the delegates who want the party to go to power should not make a mistake of re-electing him. They will go back.
And I think the best choice is Agyapong.
Of course. He has the popularity. There's a perception that he's generous. He has a passion for the weak and poor. He's truthful. And you see, the character of somebody who is strong and can resist intimidation. You remember what Bawumia did when we conducted the election? He sat in his room and felt that he had lost, so he came out and said, "Congratulations, your mama."
JFK said it was a decision, a collective decision by the party.
No.
General Secretary Nekai.
Bawumia, yeah, announcement. Bawumia decision now. Were you present?
General Secretary Nekai.
Me say, were you present?
I wasn't there.
Why was the former president not involved?
He wasn't.
He was then the leader. No, he was still the leader of the party.
He didn't go to the elections.
Yes, he didn't. But he was still in charge after the election. And all free. What does it?
So the president, former president Akufo-Addo, I understand, or support Agyapong this election. Is that true?
I should believe so, because he has no reason to support Bawumia, because he said that he even advised Bawumia to step down. He called one of his strong guys, which the person told me personally, yes, it will be the guy. Call land the meeting of friends, cause support to Kenya. He did a mistake. I say he underestimated the influence of religion in our politics.
And Addo said that. Say or underestimated the influence of religion
in our politics.
Our politics.
Yes.
He
has realized it was a big mistake. So I'm for now Uchinchimi and Sa Edema. And remember, by tradition, here too, parliamentary and here too, presidential primaries. But just to whip everybody along with them, Chinese the MPs, ever share tour. I'm so on my bed campaign, Canada, Japan, it will be about a contest. So they ship all of them along and got them to campaign for Bawumia and did everything possible. So Bawumia eventually lost. And look at how Ken performed, 37%. In politics, when you get 37%, you have done so well.
So you believe the 41% Bawumia had in the general elections, no? He has done well.
Bawumia, no.
But you said in politics,
yes.
If you get 37%,
Primaries.
So Bawumia also in your main elections, no?
41.
Over 41%.
Yes.
It means also you are there.
Okay, let's look at it this way. We can only do that when we look at the history of our voting trend, MPP. We started from 1.7, 1.3 or so, rose up to 6 point something. And so we could have lost the election, but not to decline in numbers. Because in all this, from 92, anytime we lost the election, we lost it to NDC, but in relative terms, the figures rise. So the chart was like this. Bawumia na mnatiaba from 2 million. Kim, and Yakasa wa ya idea near a mistake. He could have maintained the figures and lost. That would have been okay. But for him to have lost 20% of 6 million, you're saying, calculate a percentage in this one. And then in fact, his defeat was fatal. And look at it, also contested. You can't lose like this and think that you can come back and win power. 2 million votes of your own party people say we don't like you because you were forced on the people. Was the message the number you? One better one. What if we put what in? Did you vote for Bawumia? No. Several people have been saying that. Party people, founders, didn't vote for Bawumia. And you think that it is on personal hatred? No! It is the way manner things are done in the party. Every one of them, including Margaret Thatcher, had temperament. And they changed their societies. Gaddafi had it. He changed his society. Those who didn't have it messed up their countries. And the police, temperament per se is not bad. It is how it is managed.
And you think Ken is managing his temperament?
I have told you he's managing his temperament. You start a campaign. If you look at the insults I will go through, and you know what? When somebody insults Kennedy Agyapong, it's no news. Because the win and some of my
will he apologize?
To what?
To the comment I'll make here against Bawumia, say Bawumia a liar, of which all link to the party, no, and the route, more contest. Na all link up say Bawumia and Namasante region, cancer do what no, you're into no coy. At the end of the day, it's been proven, say Bawumia never said that. There are many
who said Bawumia has not said that? Who said that?
Most of the Bawumia Crawford.
Bawumia has said it that Obi Obaibia and your man second chance. Then the issue of Adubu, he came up. What does it? He started the argument that and the issue of Bawumia, Professor Adubu came up. And in rebuttal, they formulated this story of Adubu was sick. Campaign, one of the campaign team leaders for Adubu in 1992, Legon. And you tell me Adubu was not well. It is not true. 96. It is not true. And it is a palpable lie to say. And when he says that Bawumia was a liar, he was describing the act of telling an untruth.
Do you see Bawumia as a liar?
In result of that case, he lied.
But take off that statement. Do you see Bawumia as a liar?
He's perceived to be a liar. But I would not say that. He's perceived to be a liar.
Lawyer, your time now, so just in 30 seconds. Say one man 10. Just in 30 seconds. One man 10. That we've had enough. And I think you have another encounter before the elections. For now, they know by opinion push here no one will win. You've won for.
I always, if I wanted to comment on it, okay. If Ghanaians are calling for somebody, now you're partner, someone from the panel, let's say you don't want power. When Ghanaians are saying bring Kennedy Agyapong, let us all agree by consensus. So this is what the people want. It's not about us. Let's elect him.
Thank you, Lawyer William Kusi and Martin. Can you see her?
Enti abusua na ne no mesrɛ wo sɛ wo be like no share video yi wo wi a wo de comments ato comment section na say